Hi, I am Sarah Otta. I'm the founder and very proud CEO of Three Beats Consulting. I want to take a minute to talk about the rise of AI and technology as it relates to the industry of coaching and consulting. So, there are lots of people in my world who are really disturbed and concerned about AI taking over our jobs, our opportunities. Businesses are now starting to utilize AI coaches and chatbots to be able to help develop their teams. And so there is kind of this big question mark that we are all sitting with what is the future of our service-based industry? And what I will say is this. I don't believe that any coach or consultant who is worth their salt, who is actually a professional in what they do, who creates real results for their clients and the people that they support and have consultations with and resource, anyone who is in that level, I don't believe we have anything to worry about in terms of the rise of technology. Now, there might be some bumps in the road. It might take some time to kind of level out the playing field and really kind of come to a new sense of normal. But I will share with you a specific conversation I had with an organization just a couple weeks ago. So there's a national organization that works in healthcare that reached out to me, and I know the person who's over people development at this particular place, and she has followed me for a long time. We've known each other for years, and she said, "Hey, we're doing a leadership development catalog. We would love for you to be part of it with your coaching services and your support. It could be an option for our people to choose from." When they get bonuses and they're able to kind of choose their own adventure about how they want to spend their bonus money in their personal and professional development. So we were having this conversation and she asked me, what do I think about AI? Because this company is piloting AI coaches in their professional development program. And I actually said, I think that's wonderful. Like, absolutely utilize AI coaches because they can be helpful to a certain extent. And when we were having this conversation, she was shocked and she said that I was the very first person who is in my industry who showed any sign of support for this. And so we had this dialogue, and I just said, listen, AI coaches can do a lot of good. They can create a lot of progress. And the biggest thing is that they can create information. But there's a difference between information and transformation. So, information is like anything that you can Google, which is really not too different from a trained coach AI bot, right? So that can be information. It can provide prompts. It can provide reflection opportunities. It can provide schedules and cadence for how you can continue to check in on yourself. It can create assessments so you can self-diagnose, right? Certain challenges that are happening. It can give you best practices when it comes to here are 5 things you want to do if there's a challenging conversation you need to have. That is actually quite valuable, just like picking up a book and reading it. So, what I will say though is that there is a difference in our experience when there is a human being on the other end of the Zoom call or on the other end of the phone or on the other end of the table who is reflecting back to you the power of who you are, the power of your experience, helping to shine a light on blind spots, which is something that an AI coach cannot do. And there's a different level of showing up when there is a human being who is on the other end rooting for you. And so, as we look at the rise of AI as it relates to coaching and consulting, one of the things that I love about the world of hospitality and fine dining and luxury travel is its attention to detail when it comes to the human. They know that not all of their patrons are the same. And so they treat each person, right? There's a standard by which they interact and engage in the services that they provide and offer. But the way that they go about working with each person is completely unique and individualized to them. And that is why people will pay a ton of money to have luxury experiences because something is so custom to them, something is so personal. They know they don't have to worry because that person's taking care of it, or that person's going to set that up, or that person is going to oversee the thing, right? Whatever it is. So they get to rest easy knowing this person's got me. In coaching and consulting, it's the same way. We are going to start to become a luxury experience because most people are going to start to outsource and it's going to be technology, right? That's on the receiving end of whatever the coaching or development might be. But for people who really, truly desire a customized, personalized experience that brings a deeper level of results and fulfillment, they will only receive that with a real human being. So it's a bold statement to say, but for those of you who are in our service industry, my encouragement to you is to continue to dig your heels into the real results that your clients make, the experiences that you create for people in your world and on your roster. That is where you're going to be able to hang your hat and really say, working with me makes a difference. So, AI coaches for information, human coaches and consultants for transformation. You can remember those two things. Continue to hold to the fact that what you do is valuable and important. Continue to hold to the fact that there are people who will invest at a high level for a human being on the other side to be able to be there as a support to them. We are a luxury service with Rebeats. We're a concierge service, which means meeting people where they're at, sometimes physically and sometimes just right mentally, meeting them where they're at. So you get to decide now if you want to allow this idea to be really scary or use it as an opportunity for you to go even deeper into the power of what you do. So that's my invitation to you. If you're feeling wonky or if you want some reinforcements about this, some languaging, some example mining that we can really work with, that's what we're here for. And you can always sign up for an hour conversation on our website at threebeatsconsulting.com. So I'm wishing you all the best. What we do is important. What we do does create exponential change. And so slowing down to acknowledge that and then really owning your place as a luxury opportunity will serve you greatly. So I'm wishing you all the best and let's see what the future holds for us.